Okay, so what is Wet Away? Wet Away is this beautiful roll of stabiliser that we have here. It's a water-soluble stabiliser, which I think is probably the most important fact about this stabiliser. It comes in 19.5 by 10 yards, which is 50 centimetres by 9 metres, which is pretty much the perfect size roll for a 6 by 10 hoop, and this is the size that all of our stabilisers come in.
7 by 12 as well will fit.
Oh, 7 by 12, yes, very good. So yes, this is the Wet Away. It is 40 GSM. I've got an open one here, so it's very light. That's kind of the basics about it. It's a water-soluble stabiliser that washes out with ease, best dissolved in warm water, 100% acid-free PVA. But Cassie's actually going to show you some examples of how to remove it from the projects and kind of like what sort of projects you would use this product in, because it is very versatile.
Yeah. So we got Annette to make some samples here. So she's got some coasters and she's roughly cut around one of them. So I've got my scissors. I'll just trim off this excess. When you're using this, cut off your excess and you can either directly dunk it into the water, and you can, using warm water like Deanna said, you can just rub away the seam. You can fully submerge, or you can put it in the washing machine. If you want to use a colour catcher, you can use that as well. They should all stand quite well in those. So that's one way of either fully submerging it or just working around the side. And then our other sample, I will show you. Firstly, I'm just going to show that we've actually used 2 layers of soluble stabiliser here, and that's just to create more structure and give it a little bit more to stand on, and we've also pinned along the edge of our hoop.
Here's what I prepared.
Yeah. Okay, so then we can just cut around here, and if you're going to use the Q-tip method, I like to cut quite close, and that just like limits the amount of time and Q-tips you use. Be very careful not to cut your satin stitch when you're cutting.
That would be sad.
That would be. I have done that before, and you can save it using a lighter. You can just like zap the thread.
Melt it back together.
Melt it back together, yeah. I have done that on a few of our products, but you know, generally only I can see those problems.
Well, that's how you learn as well.
Exactly.
Don't do it again.
No. So I've just got some Q-tips here, and just using the warm water. I suppose you could use cotton balls as well. You can just rub it up against the side. And that means that you're not fully submerging your product. You do run the risk of, if you do have like a wet cup or something like that, you could create a bit more of you could create a sticky situation, but like this is an easy way to get rid of your stabiliser. So,
yeah, I guess so. That would be one of the risks of not fully submerging it, is that, and if you're just doing the Q-tip version, you're basically leaving all of the Wet Away still inside here. So if you put a wet drink on there and the condensation comes down, it's going to dissolve a little bit but leave it in other places, so it might make it a bit uneven. But it's just another option on how to get rid of that as well.
Yeah, so those are some of our tips for coasters and wash away.